All right, let's do this one last time. My name is
William Kitten. Yes, that's my real last name. And we are talking about Hero Wars ads again. God damn it. What is up, Bugberry? I am very upset right now. I have already made 2 videos on these stupid ads, but they just keep multiplying like a grotesque serpentine beast. When you cut off one head, 2 more grow in its place.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
For those of you fortunate enough to not know what I'm talking about, Hero Wars: Alliance is a mobile game published by Nexters Global Limited. Over the past few years, they have been flooding the internet with a variety of advertisements ranging from confusing to outright disturbing. The actual game, as we'll get to later, is nothing like these. I regret to inform you that there are no heart-wrenching adultery storylines that culminate in math-based tower minigames, nor are there anthropomorphic wolf dads who get tragically killed, or even 30-foot-tall cyclops ladies who spit 15 gallons of their gooey green phlegm on you.
And there is no Queen of England.
I'm sure this is very disappointing to some of you, but it begs 2 very important questions. 1, how are they getting away with lying like this? And 2, how are they funding lying like this? Advertisement at this scale ain't cheap. A theory one of my commenters put forward is that perhaps they're paying their animators way below the industry standard, but with the trade-off that they get complete creative control over whatever they make, which manifests itself in whatever this is.
That's just a theory.
On some levels, it does make sense. If you look at the ads they're putting out now, especially the short form content, it really is just nonsense. Did they really need to render this much saliva? And yes, you're seeing this correctly. He's fighting the toes. I crave death. That's it, I'm putting my foot down. Of course, some of these shorts still have substantial stories, much to my displeasure. Here, our friend Galahad is being forced into manual labor by this Minotaur lady. But using his infinite wit, Galahad escapes, and the Minotaur gives chase, intending to chop his face open with his axe.
But your leg! Ah, it's caught in a bear trap!
Luckily, some wolves show up to eat her, and Galahad slips away victorious. I said Galahad slips away victorious. Galahad slips away victorious. Oh my god. I guarantee you, if this was your traditional Hero Wars ugly ogre man villain, Galahad would have left him to die without hesitation. But I can only assume because this villain is a girl, she is sympathetic, regardless of her history of abuse and subjugation. So he decides to kill the wolves instead, which, as we know from previous ads, may have had their own families and individual Galahads that they're raising, who may, upon discovering their father's death, swear vengeance. So really, he's playing a dangerous game here. When people say they like enemies to lovers, this is what they mean, right? Anyway, the 2 lovebirds get accosted by some other minotaurs, and you can tell these ones are bad because they're boys, and then they execute Galahad's lover in front of him. Geez, Shakespeare wishes he could compose such a tragedy. And then he gets killed, and then she's alive again because who cares, and then he dies again, and it's over just like that. No
Choose the next level.
end screen or anything, they're not even trying anymore. The best thing I can say about this ad is that it was unique. I mean, it's not like they have any others where Galahad fights a beast, decides to help it, becomes friendly with the beast is tragically killed, and Galahad swears vengeance and then he dies in the process. I mean, that would just be silly. But what are you looking at? Oh, no, that's completely different. A wolf dies in this one. Okay, yeah, that's fair. You know, I'm starting to think somebody at the Hero Wars ad agency really hates wolves. Since I last looked at these, they seem to have upgraded from spitting phlegm onto Galahad to projectile spitting it directly into his mouth.
So no head?
Yes, this makes perfect sense, as always. And of course, this wouldn't be a Hero Wars ad without there being some excuse for him to stick one of his body parts in a woman's mouth. You know, I think I've seen enough here. But don't get the impression that the shorts have outdone the long-form ads. No, they're just as disgusting as always. Like, is that really necessary? Is that in the game? Is that essential to the plot? In previous videos, I've mentioned how they like to open these with some sort of shocking imagery to get your attention. And when boobies and belly worms aren't doing the trick, they will resort to the next best thing: dog murder. Oh my god, what did that puppy do to you? I think this character must be the self-insert for the person who keeps demanding that wolf deaths be written into every single ad. The dog manages to cheat death several more times before finally saving Galahad from this bear using this crazy roar attack that it for some reason didn't use to save itself from any of the other things threatening its life, instead opting to let Galahad risk his life to protect it. Freeloader. Oh, also, the bear goes poo-poo, which Timothy thought was pretty funny. Well, good news, Timothy, there's more where that came from. Yeah, so despite being unlisted, these ads still end up with some YouTube comments. Too bad the actual game isn't this amazing. Oh, yes, this ad rules. We are so back. Oh, you guys, I'm sorry. I take that back. It's so over. Does that female character exist in an actual game? Okay, well, I'm glad to see you have your priorities straight. Next, we have an ad where this princess character is stuck in a wall. The joke is sex. A guy comes along and stomps a banana into her mouth. The joke is sex. Then another guy comes along and covers her face in a goopy white substance. The joke is sex. Then she transforms into a roided Goliath and launches the last guy through the ground. The joke is sex. Real talk. What lets her boost her power level to 999 like this? Even in other nonsense ad campaigns like Mafia City, there's usually some underlying logic behind how the levels work, like getting guns or money or something. But in Hero Wars, it's often a complete mystery. Somebody get
Game theory
on this. Oh, wait. But yeah, levels seem to be pretty arbitrary on the whole. For example, this cow seems to be level 33,472. Talk about power creep. But who am I to deny this great game when Kevin Malone from The Office, of all people, thinks it's
the ultimate escape experience. It's called Hero Wars.
So originally I thought these had to be deepfakes, but based on the ad titles, it looks like Nexters used Cameo, which is a site that lets you buy personalized videos from certain celebrities, and that's how they got Brian Baumgartner to say these things.
All your worries, poof, gone. Plus, it's free. No strings attached. Just like your favorite beach hammock.
What does that even mean? Beach hammocks are not free, and they have strings attached by definition.
And guess what?
What?
No Wi-Fi needed. Yeah, you heard me right. It's like having a portable party in your pocket. And that's a lot of peas.
A lot of what? Now I can see from the way your eyes are moving that you're reading directly from whatever nonsense script the Hero Wars people wrote for you, but please, Brian, try and make some sense.
Now here's the real kicker. 0 ads. Thank you, Hero Wars, for sparing us from the ad apocalypse.
The irony here is actually going to kill me. We are watching an ad. They are the ad-pocalypse.
No, God, no. Ads, no. Life's too short for boring games and bad hair days. Trust me, I've got both covered.
So we're writing for Brian Baumgartner from The Office. I was thinking maybe having him reference the show or something. That's the bald one, right? Yes, balding. He's also... Make him say how bald he is. Excuse me? Make him say his hair sucks just as bad as games that aren't Hero Wars. It'll be hysterical. Right on it, sir.
Take care, legends.
This is the face of a man who is regretting his decisions. But did you think they'd stop at Kevin Malone? Oh no. Hero Wars wouldn't be satisfied with that. They went one step further and did an ad with the Office boom mic guy. He was in a few episodes, right? He also costs twice as much.
First things first, 0 ads. Yep, you heard that right. 0. It's like the gaming gods heard our collective prayers.
Guys, I think I must be collectively praying to the wrong gaming god because I've played this game twice now and it's still not fun.
What's the best part? No need for Wi-Fi.
I think it's really funny that they're focusing on this so hard as a selling point. Like, if the best part really is that it can't connect to the internet, then you need to reevaluate your app. Very clever, Hero Wars, getting big-name actors to advocate for your garbage. But unfortunately for you, too can play at that game.
Hey guys, I'm Lindsay Broad. I once played Kathy on The Office. I want to tell you, William's YouTube audience, that the 30-foot tall women aren't real. And I also want to tell you guys to subscribe, but just so you know, you're gonna need Wi-Fi to do so. Peace out.
That was Kathy. She was in a few episodes, and just like she tried to destroy Jim and Pam's marriage, I am going to destroy your company. So, sorry Nexters Global, but this looks like checkmate.
Damn it, Kathy!
And that Cameo cost me like 30 times more than this video is going to make, so please listen to Kathy. Still, I'd bet my entire YouTube channel that none of these guys have ever touched Hero Wars once. So instead of listening to these fake reviewers, let's take a look at the real deal. It's got a 4.4 star average, which is pretty good, but recently it's been getting a ton of 1-star reviews. How could this be? Surely Hero Wars would never stoop to using bots.
Great game.
Nice game.
Fun. Cool.
The complaints seem to fall into 3 categories mainly. 1, the ads are lies. 2, there's allegedly a humongous paywall once you get further into the game. And 3, the game has too many ads. What? But I thought...
No! Ads! No!
I know I should be used to Hero Wars lying to me at this point, but this seems oddly blatant. Even if you sort exclusively by relevant 5-star reviews, it's still mostly just people complaining. But what worries me more than the reviews is this little footnote here saying that Hero Wars is allowed to sell your personal and financial data to third parties. Guys, I think we figured out how Hero Wars is funding their ad campaign. Unfortunately for humanity at large, Hero Wars is not limited to putting out video ads. They have a sizable library of still image ones too, which are much cheaper to make and are pretty evidently mass-produced without much thought or care. I like this one that just says try. Like, what am I looking at? Was this vomited out by an AI? Has this ever successfully convinced anybody to download and play Hero Wars? Because if so, I would love to meet that person and hear their thought process.
Well, it's said to try. Can you win? Try.
A lot of them are plastered with crying baby animals begging you to play Hero Wars, which surprises me. Considering all of the animal slaughtering that purportedly goes on in this game, you'd think they'd be happier if I stayed as far away from the app as possible. Try! They have a really weird obsession with pulling weapons out of women's wet mouths. These ones are completely identical, but this one apparently requires 5 more IQ points to solve. Try! Fine. I will try it, but this is the last time. Hey, maybe I'll like it now. 3rd time's the charm.
2 hours later.
I didn't like it.
The gameplay is not just fun, it's got that perfect level of challenge that keeps you hooked. We're talking top-notch graphics. We're talking smooth animations.
Contains ads? No! Hero Wars hasn't changed much since I last played it. Still the same uninvolved gameplay and confusing menus. It's really the worst mixture of handholdy and incomprehensible, but the performance, at least, has gotten worse. Something went wrong. A critical error occurred.
Thank you, Hero Wars.
Game crashes or doesn't start. Subject, game sucks. Okay, reload the game. I will gladly, yes. Okay, we restart. Hero Wars, fix your game! Despite what Kevin may tell you, there are in fact several ads in this game. For example, you do have the option of watching an ad to unlock some goodies instead of using currency, which is weirdly more fun than playing the actual game. But you will need Wi-Fi for it. Advertisements! Are they allowed to use the Nike logo in this game? Maybe we should play this game instead, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna install Outlets Rush, duh. Oh, in the game, it's a fake logo. That's funny. Enjoy your jump shoes and Festival 5 for a free Epic Champion. What? Okay. Oh, Honkai Star Rail. Well, I gotta get Honkai Star Rail. Of course. It is literally a star rail. Clever. Oh, jeez. 2,700 megabytes. You lied to me! I don't want to sit here. It really does say something about the quality of Hero Wars that I would rather be here waiting for 2,700 megabytes to download than be playing it.
2,000 years later.
Do I get to play it, or is it just watching a train with sweeping... Oh! The train is going! Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm bored. Alright, we're done. Oh, well, this is a good ad. No, I get this. This is cool. Idle Bank Tycoon. Yeah, no, I'll download that. No, for sure. That's a good game. Complete the quests to earn some trust. Oh, shut up, Goldman Banks. Sorry about that. I guess Hero Wars is just such an ultimate escape experience that I felt the need to ultimately escape from it. The game looks fine, but I would not say it
sets the standard.
The gameplay loop is basically stare off into space until your heroes lose. Stop exploding me! I'm so upset. Then, go into the labyrinthine upgrade menu and wander around slamming buttons until you've probably upgraded something. Let me promote Galahad, because he's the sickest guy. Or something, I don't really know. And then rinse and repeat until every button you press starts asking you for real money to replenish your supply of hero bucks or whatever. Pay money, promote. I'm already seem to be hitting the paywall. I tried some of the online battling systems, and I think I'm a prodigy. The arena, yes, I wanted this. In case you're wondering, yes, you need Wi-Fi for this. Jojo has no shot. You thought you are stupid. I am now the 19,771st best Hero Wars player of all time. In fact, I think I might quit YouTube and go become a professional Hero Wars esports athlete. Do you think they'd still sponsor me after all the videos I made? Well, I hate to say it, but after that showing, Hero Wars 2024 Game of the Year chances are looking pretty slim. In summation, a wise man once said, just love all the fake gameplay. But the question still remains, how is Hero Wars getting away with lying so much? Well, as it happens, I'm actually studying this at university right now. Advertising law dictates that an ad is illegally deceptive if it contains or omits information that could mislead a reasonable consumer. So I guess the defense is just that no reasonable person would believe that foot battles are in the game. Downloaded for the big titty bosses that are constantly advertised, But are we really going to just paint over all these reviewers who are tricked into buying the game as gullible instead of addressing the advertisers themselves? I also think it says a lot about YouTube as a platform. It's no secret that they care more about their advertisers than their creators. YouTubers are held to strict content guidelines so as to not scare away the advertisers. So provided that Nexters Global keeps giving YouTube oodles of hero bucks, they'll be able to get away with things that I can't. As you guys have let me know a million times, Hero Wars ads are also playing on my videos too, so they're also technically paying me. But someday we may reach a point where other advertisers aren't so keen on associating their brand with a site so entrenched in this slop. And if that does happen, either YouTube will be forced to stop running Hero Wars ads, or YouTube will become a dystopian Hero Warsocracy, where everything is 100% funded by Nexters Global ad revenue and all of our livelihoods depend on it. In which case I implore you, play Hero Wars. I don't want to be a plumber. Until then, that's it from me, and never play this stupid game again. Oh, I'm an idiot. Wait, did I actually do the math number game wrong? Oh, the shame.